Hey there, guys. Dragon Master here, and I want to welcome you to Star Wars and Earth, Episode 11, Code Name The Beginning of the Galactic Empire. And I just have one thing to say, and that is that it's good to be back. For the past month, I've been researching the whole events of canon for the Empire, and I'm all ready. So, without a further ado, let's begin. We start off a couple months after the Galactic Empire has been formed, and the United Nations Space Command, the Terrans, are having their meeting right now to their plans for how they're going to deal with the Empire. For the past couple months, they've been hearing rumors or scary things going on in the more populated part of the galaxy, and they're scared and worried. But luckily for them, their actions in the Clone Wars have bought them lots of credibility with the Senate. They've made many allies and friends in the Senate, and they're protected, along with the Republic citizens who love them, including the Separatist citizens who love them as well for them being kind when they took parts of the planet they fought on and were very nice to the population. So the galaxy's on their side, and Palpatine knows it would be stupid to basically fight the Terrans as he wanted peace. Well, he said he wanted to secure peace across the galaxy and order. So, yeah, but he has also been contemplating, and he realizes the Terrans are quite powerful and they could make great allies or even part of the Empire. So he messaged them, had a talk with their leadership, and they've made a deal. They will make sure no threats come from the unknown regions to attack the Empire, and in exchange, they will be partners and allies, and they will trade with each other. Well, really, the Empire will trade technology, their Imperial technology to them, and the Terrans in turn will make sure no one bothers them in the unknown regions. And Palpatine is happy about this. But in case they betray him, he orders his new servant, Darth Vader, to keep an eye on the Terrans whenever he goes to their space. So, yeah, continuing on, the Terrans, on the other hand, have been trying to find, allies of their own. And they've heard of a group called the Bad Batch. And they realize they could be very useful as they've been causing trouble for the Empire. So they try to make contact and they send someone to find them. And there'll be a series about that. But moving on, the Terrans also realize that they need to grow heavily more advanced if they want to, keep up with the Empire, who is now grown in new technologies and ships. So they begin designing new ships, and their future ship designs are much more powerful with the help of the Turians and Quarians. And they also decide that they need to expand more because knowing the Empire and they're only going to accept humans now that they're replacing the clones, they decide that many alien refugees will be coming, so they need to prepare. So they begin rapid expansion. On other news, the United Nations Space Command also realizes that they also need to train harder to keep up because the Empire is starting to heavily recruit. And they realize that they could be dealing with a massive force. An army that might even outnumber them eventually. So they decide to train even harder. United Nations Space Command also wants to basically find more allies in the unknown regions. They know already about the Chiss, but they also wonder if there's any other civilizations they can ally with to increase their chances when they fight the Empire. But they also know that if they even fight the Empire, they could lose due to how powerful it seems to be. But they also have the Jedi, and as for the Jedi, the Terrans have moved them far in the unknown regions. They found them an uninhabitable planet, basically, which they can survive on it, and they've dropped all the Jedi they can onto the planet with enough basic supplies for a month. And they also realize that, the Jedi realize that most likely more Jedi survived, and they ask the Terrans if they can help save more of their comrades. The Terrans, of course, agree, and they decide to send Shepard and his sister to go find more Jedi, along with other specialized troops. One of these specialized troops, well, two of these specialized troops are a young man named sorry, I have hard times pronouncing his name, but he's part from Mass Effect and he's a Turian. And then there's, um, sorry, so the first one is the Turian Garrus, and another one is Talia. Well, Tal, I think. Sorry, Tally. They will be accompanying Shepard on this mission, and they fly off to, well, basically track down other Jedi. And on other news, really, the Terrans basically try to keep a good relationship with the Empire, but there's really not much they can really do at the moment. But all they can do is prepare and ready for when the Empire decides to finally declare war. Because the Terrans, from the moment the Galactic Empire was formed and Palpatine kept the Senate, they knew that he was just using this to make it look like the people have power. So they decide that they need to plan more ahead. So they prepare and get ready for when the Empire finally strikes. But on other news, far away from their own system, one of the planets in the unknown regions, someone has basically faked a crash landing. And he is sending a distress call to the Terrans. And this distress call basically will take maybe even years to get to them because they're so far away. But he knows they're expanding currently, so eventually they will hear his distress call. And this man is none other than Grand Admiral Thrawn. Well, Thrawn right now. And that is where we're going to leave it off. I want to say a few things. Sorry about when I was kind of messing up the names of Mass Effect. It's hard to remember them all. So yeah, I'm super happy about the channel, and I want to thank you all those who have been subscribing. And that's really all I want to say. I'm happy to be back, and yeah, thank you.